Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. You have tuned into Let's Keep Your Real Media Talk Show, hosted by myself, Chantell Duke Robinson, and
Latrece Watson.
Amen. And we welcome you here. Listen, we are so excited. We're going to be talking about finance and wealth building today, really entrepreneurship and how to get some streams of money coming in, right? And then we're going to answer some questions throughout the show as well. So I'm really excited about talking about the different streams of wealth that we can build. Some of you have talents, and you right now you don't even know that you have a stream of money flowing from your thoughts right now. If you can just tap into that, we're going to talk about what it means to tap into those streams tonight. Again, welcome to the Top Show Talk Show. Let's keep it real. Social media talk show. Latrice is going to read our disclaimer before we get started because we do a lot of counseling and give it a lot of advice. We just want to make some things clear because we hold a licensure, counseling license in our state. So,
Exactly.
yeah, hope
Sure
you have a
are.
wonderful day.
Yep. Yes. So our disclaimer, you guys, is please be advised that the views and opinions of our guests and our state may not reflect ours. We are not offering counseling nor any advice that falls within the scope of our licensure governed by the state in which we reside. All advice is given under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, who governs our right to counsel. The
Yeah,
counsel and information are solely the views of the contributors of the show. Our feedbacks, opinions, and expressions are based on our personal backgrounds and Christian beliefs.
absolutely, absolutely. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and just get in. We're going to be talking about finances and wealth building on tonight. We're going to touch bases on a couple of projects that we have started that we actually work, and in an effort to kind of help, or should I say, offer you some possible opportunities to start your own um, franchise.
Yes.
I'm looking up real quick. I want to look up some stuff because I think I was telling Latrice earlier today that we're living in a time where we need to start figuring out how to create wealth, right? Streams of wealth. We all just saw what happened with COVID and how everyone was forced to their homes, and people were laid off from their jobs, and they didn't know what they were going to do for income, right? So they became creative and started their own businesses. They were tapping in creativity that they didn't even know they had, and it was just beautiful to see some of the talents unfold right before our eyes across social media platforms. I was one of the people, Latrice, that actually, I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. Like I wanted to make face masks. I think all of us, all
Yes.
the women that know how to sew, had was driven to face masks. So I was one of many that rushed to Walmart and brought a sewing machine, right? I haven't sewn since I was in home economics school. I'm 56 years old. I haven't sewn a garment since I was 7 years old. And in class, I didn't know what I was doing at that time. Nevertheless, it was laid on my heart to try to help as many people as I could by providing, protection to, you know, because they said face masks could help some, right? So I wanted to not to make money, but I just wanted to help. So I went and got a sewing machine, and I started to learn how to sew. And
Mm.
I did really good. I did really good in the beginning, but I never sold any of the. I don't think I sold. I don't think I if I think eventually I did, but when I first started, I just wanted to make some, and then I started selling them for like $1 a piece or something like that, 10 for $1, 10. I have, but I didn't know I had that talent. I started making prayer pillows, and I should have brought some of that stuff. Prayer pillows where you can just kneel down and pray. And they had anointing oil bottles attached to them and all kind of pretty designs. So I came up with that idea, and the prayer pillows was hot, in the face masks were hot.
Yeah.
So, and I was excited about it. I was driven. So, and I saw it when I looked up, everyone was doing it. Everyone was doing the face mask, and people were just really getting creative um, with cooking shows and things like that. So, hold on, I have to take this call in the middle of the show. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hello. Okay, honey, just come on in. I'm down in the basement doing the talk show. I know you were going to be out there, so I didn't want you just out there. Go, just come on in the house. All right, Jay. Bye.
It says, let's keep it real for a reason.
Right, right. I'm sorry. I had to take that call. He's coming to get his children, and so we can go on our trip tomorrow. I'm glad you let me tag along with you, me and
Yes,
Jaden. So
much,
we
much
look forward to
needed.
having a good time. Yeah, I much needed for us as well. Jaden and I have been working hard in the house since COVID. Right, he's helping me taking care of the boys. He's only what 15. And so
Hmm.
he's been helping me out working from home. So we appreciate you letting us tag along with you to Tennessee.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
So I'm excited. But yes, so we're living in a time where we've had to become creative in our creativities. Um, a lot of us have started our own businesses in order to create streams of money. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today and some things that Latrece and I have embarked upon. We're going to share some things with you. Um, there are so many people out in the world, Latrece, who are talented and don't
Yes.
even know that they have these talents, right?
Mhm.
And haven't even taken the time to tap into them to discover that they can be millionaires right now, billionaires, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm glad that we decided to talk about that, and hopefully we can stir up the gifts in someone, and they'll finally go back to um, the time when they did discover they had a talent, but they never activated it, right? So hopefully
Yes.
after tonight, they will take a look back on what go back and see what they may have left behind. Or if not, hopefully we will trigger something in their thinking today to say, listen, I'm about to go ahead and start this project and
Yes.
generate some money.
Yes.
It's just not easy to do. But
Yes.
before I go, I don't want to say anything else. Latrice is going to share with us tonight about how she gets started doing what she does. And I think it's awesome. I'm going to chime in. She's going to introduce it. She's going to tell you what we're going to be talking about, what she's doing right now, and then I'm going to share with her um, what I thought about that when I first heard of that
Yes.
way of making money, of that way
Yes.
of making money.
Yes. So I do want to talk about before I get into all the types of products and what they do. I just want to talk a little bit about yeah, life insurance because that's what I am. I'm a life insurance broker. And so I had never thought about ever being a life insurance broker because I know of one particular company, a lot of their leads, all of them are cold leads, which means you would actually have to go out and get your people to buy life insurance. So I'm embarked upon a great company called Family First Life. I used to work for a company called AIL. That was the first one I worked for, and I was an agent. But then I became a broker, and the difference between agents most of the time, some of them, not all of them, are captive. Some insurance companies that have agencies, with agents are called captive. Some of them are not captive. Some of them are now have become non-captive, but my agency actually is a non-captive agency, which allows me to sell many different products. So it's just a blessing to be able to not have a cap on who I can sell products to and an age. So we go all the way up to 89 years old. We cover many different type of health concerns. And I will be telling you ways on how you could become involved with Family First Life, but also I just want to let you know how important it is to have life insurance because GoFundMe is not life insurance.
Before you get into that, Latrice, I just want to
Right.
say, because I know you're about to flow with this.
Yes, I
I
am
want, I
because
want
I'm so passionate about my job. So
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we that's what we talked about. We want you to flow with it, right?
Right.
Because I'm right with you, and I'm glad I embarked upon this adventure because
Yeah.
that's truly what it is. Honey, listen, getting licensed. But I just wanted to say, back in the day, I would never have thought to sell insurance. You know, when I thought of selling insurance, I always thought about that old man with that old tire briefcase that came to collect the premium every month when we were kids, right? And grandma would
Yeah.
always let them in and have a seat, and they knew grandma well, and she'd take care of business, and he would go on about his business. And I always thought, no way in the world do I want to be knocking on people's doors selling insurance. And it was only because I didn't have the confidence
Right.
as I, thought about it later and try to consider it, I didn't have the confidence in sales, right? I didn't think I can sell anything, and I didn't want to push anything on anyone or try to persuade them to do something that they clearly said no to. I thought, what an intrusion on someone's space to do that, and I don't never want to do that. And so but here come you years later, and you
Yeah.
said one word, and I was like, "Oh, what? I can do who? I can make what? What did you
Yeah.
just say?" And when
Mhm.
you and we're going to hear about what sparked my attention and now have me studying to get my insurance license again because I had it once before. Someone persuaded me to do it, and I wasn't really ready, and so I did it, and then I went back to Chantell. I said I didn't want to do it. And so I never
Right.
picked that back up. And I could have probably been a millionaire by now had I listened to them because they were doing really, really well with selling insurance. And so, but
Mhm.
now you come along and you said one word that has gotten my attention. So the thing that I was most frightened about was selling it and persuading people. When you
Mhm.
told me, you said one thing, you said, Chantel, they're warm leads, which mean, and then you said, they called our business inquiring about insurance. All you need to do is go and present the material or the products,
The
present the
products.
products, and more than likely
Sign them up.
they're gonna sign, and that's thousands in your pocket, and you've only made an appointment to talk to the people and present the product. So that's
Yeah.
what got my attention, and that's what I want the viewers tonight to pay attention to. She's going to talk about the products and what the products can do for different people in different ways, and. But I want you all to think not so much about buying the insurance right now because we want you to, because Latrice will tell you everybody needs insurance. Oh my God.
Yes.
I hate to see the GoFundMe's pop up and no one got insurance. But most of all, we want you to be business minded. We want you to think
Exactly.
about this is a way that I can create a stream of income. And I mean good money. And Latrice is I hope she opens up and share a
Yeah.
little bit of what some of that looks like, not maybe all of it. You can talk to her privately about that. But this I want you to keep in mind, this is a way I can work from home
Yes.
and then go get my money and come back home.
Yes.
Some of that, some of
Yes.
that. But you have to pay attention and you have to be ready to invest in yourself. You got this. Okay, Latrice, I'm gonna promise. I'm gonna try not to say nothing else.
Okay. No, I want you to jump in because
Okay.
you are also part of this. You're becoming
Yeah,
licensed as well. So even
yeah,
if you wanted to speak a little bit on what that looks like for people, because some people are afraid to
yeah.
take a test.
Right.
But the great thing about our company, it's free. We
Yeah.
don't, some companies charge you to take a license exam.
Mm-hmm.
So we absolutely have that for you guys for free.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the greatest thing about working with Family First Life.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would definitely talk about the products, but yeah, I was not a person that liked to sell. I've been in customer service for over 30 some years and I've never sold. I sold off and on, but just basic straight 100% commission
Mm-hmm.
was not something I ever thought I would do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I embarked upon this position, like, okay, let me just try it out. And
Mm-hmm.
it has been such a total blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, the ability for me to change people's lives, and the ability for me to help families leave a legacy for their children and grandchildren. It's been so I'm just thankful to be in this position. So, just a little bit about the income. Part time normally can be anywhere between 5 to 10,000 a week. Okay,
Did y'all hear
so
that? Stop right there. Stop right there, Latrice.
yes,
Did y'all hear what she said?
yes.
Say it again, Latrice. Just that part.
So we are just building wealth. 5 to 10,000 a week, leaving like not only a for the families you're helping, but a legacy for you family. So, yeah,
So this is what you can earn after you take the
yeah,
classes that I'm taking that the company has paid for free, passing the
yes,
test, getting your license to sell insurance in your state. You can
yes,
connect with this company through us, through Latrice. That's the way
yes.
I went. And you can start reaching out to people who have called the company inquiring about insurance. You can
Hmm.
go to their home, explain it, and if they want it, that is the beginning to building
Right.
thousands in
And
a week.
wealth. Yeah.
One sale can get
Yes.
you
Yeah.
$1,000 plus. One
Yes.
sale.
Yes. Yes. And I know a lot of people, they look at the money and it's like they're amazed about that, but it does come with work because, like we said, you do have to contact the clients, and
Mhm.
sometimes people don't pick their phone up. So you
Right?
do have to put the work in by calling and dialing and making sure that you can get in and set the appointments. So, and if my thing is the money is great, but helping people be able to have their funeral and final expenses taken care of is even greater
Yes.
because you just don't know how many stories that I've ran into where I've gotten to the family.
Hmm.
Like this week, I had
Yeah.
an appointment with a woman who husband died on New Year's. Okay. He was the one that filled out the form. So, what it is, you guys, they don't actually call the office looking for it. Once they have a letter, once they finance or refinance or do a home
Mhm.
equity loan, or if they're shopping
Mhm.
around for insurance, whether it be online or what have you, they fill out a form and then we get the forms.
Yeah.
We call
That way.
them, yes, we call them
That
that way,
way.
and then we set the appointments and we go out. So, as I was saying, I had an appointment with a woman whose husband had passed. Now, he was the one who filled the form out.
Hmm.
So
The
when I
husband
called
that died.
husband that died. So when I called him looking for him, his wife answered the phone and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but my husband passed away." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. When did he pass?" Because I'm thinking, this was recently. She said in January. And here we are, March. I think this was like March 28th or 7th, somewhere in there a couple of days ago.
So that
So
was a lead that you had, and you didn't
yes,
follow up on the lead, and the
yes.
man died. You
Well,
hadn't
it
had
was a lead
to
that I
reach out.
had, and I had called several times because
Mm,
you never want to get a lead and sit on a lead. You want to make
right.
sure that you go either out to the home to get the appointment or you call and make the appointment.
Yeah,
So it's a lead that I had called several
several
times and
times.
just was not able to get anyone until then. And by that time, the
Oh,
man had passed away.
wow.
So,
I'm talking.
but the great thing is, I was still able. She was still interested in what I had to offer, which was mortgage protection. So I was able to go out there and leave the legacy of her home to her two boys, making sure
Yes.
that if she were to die, the next following day, that the home would be taken care of and they could either sell it or rent it out or whatever they wanted to do with it. So I'm telling you, life insurance, mortgage protection is the key to being able to leave that legacy, for your families and then also financially, because not only are, like I said, you're not only leaving a legacy for them, you're also leaving a legacy for you and your children because you're making, like I said, part-time could be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a week, and
Yes.
just depends on how much you want to work. We do have people that work full time. We have people that work part time. We have people that work part time. It just depends on what you want to do and what your goals are. So,
What about, like, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people don't want to do that door to door. What are some of the things that we talked about some of them, but what
yeah.
are a couple other options available for those that do not want to do the door to door?
Yeah. So the great thing about our leads, like I said, they're warm, which means people are filling out the information. You're just fulfilling the need by calling them, getting them on a schedule, showing them the products, and signing them up. Signing them up. So if you don't want to go out to the home, we do have Zoom. We have Zoom where you can get on the computer and do these sales over the computer. We also have telesales where you can do a FaceTime call, a Google Duo call, and do it that way. So you don't have to actually go out to the home. The great thing about our company is that we work with over 15 to 20 different carriers, so you have so many options to protect so many people all the way up to 89, depending, and it don't matter really what type of health concern they have. So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
remember when you did, I said, check me out. And I have diabetes, which is controlled. I'm not on insulin. And I am a stage 3 breast cancer survivor. So I remember, thinking, like, when, I heard that I had, when I was diagnosed, dang, I don't
Mhm.
have life insurance. This is
Right.
going to be a lot on Chris. I'm going to have to figure out how to get some money real quick in case this is it for me, and, to give him. But thank God he has some insurance on his job, so it wouldn't be a total burden on him. But I thought, like, wow, I'll never. And so I reached out. I reached out to a broker, and they were saying, well, an agent, and the agent ran me through. He said, well, you're not going to be able to get any insurance so at least 5 years after you are in remission.
Wow.
And yeah, so I was like, oh wow, okay, well, that day will come. And
Mhm.
it did. And so it's been, like, let me see, I was diagnosed in 2014, and I'm still alive today. No
Amen.
cancer in sight, and no remission.
Yeah.
My God said, I got it all. You don't have to worry about that word remission. You don't have it. It's done. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, some people will never hear those words, and they, unfortunately, they have to cross over. And I'm so glad, Latrece, because of the of different companies that you are connected with as a broker. um, you know, you have access to many insurance companies that offer insurance, opposed to an agent maybe having one. Um,
Yeah.
you were able to find someone that could insure me, and I'm insurable now because it's way over the 5 years. But
Right.
I'm sure my premiums would be really high because of my medical, history. But with you, I was able to find something that can contribute to what Chris is doing, and I can get the burial that I prefer, and that's to be buried and not
Yeah,
cremated.
I
So,
agree.
yeah, yeah, and it was reasonable considering my age and again my health concerns. So,
And I
remind
do.
me how to get that, yeah, because we did the workup. You did the workup on me, but we never got the first premium. I got to get that done.
Yes, yes.
It's
And
important.
yes, it is very important. And I do want to make mention that we do have coverages for people with even active cancer.
Yeah.
So someone who's not in remission, who still may be going through a cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and is looking for life insurance, we do
Hmm.
have carriers that will definitely cover you. So if you have anyone who has cancer or know anyone who has cancer, definitely comment in the comment box, and I will be more than happy to talk to you and let you know what's available to them.
Yes, yes. We were talking about universal policies earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember like years ago sitting with an insurance agent and they
Yes.
were going over various policies that they offered. And since I've been studying to become a broker myself, I read just yesterday, about the universal policy. Can you tell those who are looking to save some money, or need or don't have someone where they can go borrow few dollars from? Can you explain like how the universal policy works, where in case they need a little extra money a couple years down the line, how they can borrow off of that policy, or not even
Right.
borrow? I don't know. I think one of them you borrow off of, you have to pay back the whole life. You have to pay that back, I think. But the universal is a little different. Was it something?
Well, yeah, so universal life, it's similar to a whole life policy. And
Hmm.
so I'm just and one of our carriers that offer universal life is called Mutual of Omaha. I'm sure
Hmm.
you've heard of Mutual of Omaha. They've been in
Yeah,
business for many, 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 many years.
yeah, yeah.
So universal life is one of our popular products that we have. And
Hmm.
most people do it's called we have index universal life, and I'm going to speak upon the universal life. So most people get universal life if they want to replace their income after they die. So
Okay.
say you have a two-party income, but your husband dies and you're
Hmm.
a stay-at-home wife and you don't work or you're disabled
Hmm.
or something to that nature. And when your spouse dies, you go from two incomes to one. So a
Yeah.
universal life policy is definitely going to help you replace that lost income at the time of death. It does build cash value.
Hmm.
Um, and most people get this if they do want to protect and have a legacy for their kids and grandkids.
Okay.
Um, they're very flexible protection. And the great thing about this too, which I was going to say with this universal life, it's a very popular product because a lot of people, you know, like it because it's flexible. It
Yeah.
does have flexibility to adjust your payments and your death benefit. And
Yeah.
when people have maxed out their 401k, then they
Hmm.
would go and get a universal life policy.
Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember studying that when I was with the other insurance, when I went through the training for the other one. And I was like, wow, that's cool. That's a cool thing to have. Because a lot of
Right.
people borrow into their 401c,
401k.
401k. Um, and then that's gone and they don't have anything left. And I
Right.
remember thinking
Yeah.
about that, like that product would be good for someone that was looking to have a secondary life
Hmm.
savings or retirement savings, or it's not
Yeah.
that, but still it's a way to put up extra money, right?
Right. It's a way to build wealth to build wealth and to build income when your retirement when you're no longer able to contribute to your 401k. Now, we also have term life policies. Term life policies are temporary policies, which means they can go from 10 to 20, 15, 30 years. And then
Yeah.
they will either expire or the insurance company will ask you if you want to, once it expires, if you want to continue to keep it. And at that point, it may be a little bit more expensive at that time. The
Because
great
they
thing
check
about
your age. Do they look at, do they, you have to prove
it,
insurability?
well, you don't have to, we have no medical exams with any of our policies. So that's amazing thing too.
Yeah,
There's no medical exams. But the great thing about our term policies, you can convert into a whole life policy if you wanted
yes,
to do that. So,
yes,
but also with term life, even though they are less expensive than whole life policies, they don't build cash value. And
right.
they do expire, where a whole life policy never expires. It's with you until the day you die, no matter when you die. And no matter what type of health concern you have. And then with the term life, it does expire, and there is a potentially increase in premium every year. It just depends on what carrier you go with. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
Yes.
The
Yes.
trainings. I'm
So
so glad we're going on vacation for 4 days. So we get to chop it up about the stuff I'm learning in the training
yeah.
because I am so excited and anxious to get this stream of money flowing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
So
and I'm glad I got a good friend that's going to be with me, as such as yourself, to
yeah.
walk me through the steps when I do have to do the door knocks, as you call them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
to follow up on those inquiries, right? And
Yes.
so, yeah, because I'm like a scary cat. Listen, I'm a whole apostle slash a pastor slash evangelist slash prophetess. I'm scared to
Yeah.
death, girl. I'm like, look, I'm like Elijah was. Like I
Mhm.
run. Like Elijah ran from who was that, Jezebel, when she said, "I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. You done killed my prophets. I'm coming
Mhm.
for you. By tonight, I'm gonna get you." Elijah took off running, huh? He ran for a country mile, ended up in the desert, starving to death, right? The Lord had to
Yes.
open his mouth, and he fed him in the desert. But I'm some of that kind of scared.
Mhm. Right.
So,
Well, and I will teach you that it's not as bad as you may think it is. It's
yeah,
actually, like I said, truly a blessing. And for those people who are interested in whether they want to become a broker or if they just want life insurance, again, just comment in our comment section and let me know, and I'll be glad to explain the business opportunity to you, or even just getting your family protected. One thing I did want to mention, we do have cashback offers, which
yeah.
is one thing I got for my daughter, because at my daughter's 30 years old,
Mhm.
and I was able to get her $100,000 policy with the cashback option. So a lot of companies don't offer that, which means that if you're still alive at the end of that term, then you get your money back.
Yeah,
So to use to be, but of course you have, there's certain criteria that has to be with your health, in order for you to even qualify for things like that. So
yeah,
if you are super healthy, or you don't have a lot of health concerns like insulin diabetic or cancer or gout, things to that nature, no major health concerns like COPD, things like that, then definitely consider those cashback options, because that's another way of building wealth. You
yeah,
know, that's money that you most, like I said, most insurance companies don't give you your money back. So if you can get that money back and flip that into putting that into an IRA or a 401k, or you may want to use that, like when my daughter, when hers expired, who knows, she doesn't have children now, but she may in about 20, 30 years. She can use that money towards buying a home for her, or helping her kids or grandkids, or whatever the case may be. So it's
awesome. hundred
really,
thousand dollars.
yes, yeah,
Wow.
and it's very much a blessing for me to be able to. And she doesn't know that I have that, because my goal is to make sure that she can continue to have that, to where if she ever needs it,
She probably
it's
know it now.
there. Hmm?
She
Well,
probably
she
know
probably,
it
I
now.
know now she watches the show, but she's not a very a social media person like that. But yeah, even if she, yeah,
Mm,
she'll be very happy
that's
about
good.
this. So yeah, that I have said this out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So you've heard it, folks, right here. We've given you a way to help you build wealth. Listen,
yeah,
some folks who are viewing may have felony convictions, Latrice. Um, Tell them what you told me and what you've told others about felony convictions and um, where do they stand with getting a license and to sell
yeah.
insurance if they have one.
Yes, well, I will say it does depend on what type of felony it is,
Mhm.
but I have dealt with people who have felonies so far as like stealing, or I have people who have, you know, what's that? What type of felony is that? When you write bad checks and all types of things like that, fraud. So if you have felonies where you committed some type of fraud, um, then you can still, because I do have a downline with, someone who has experienced that. So it
And
is
that
very
downline, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but just to explain what a downline is. A
So
downline
downline
is
is people who are under me.
Mhm,
So I'm basically your manager, your
mhm,
supervisor, I'm all that in one.
mhm,
So I have people that comes under me and who I've gotten into the business who has a felony, and I was able to
mhm.
still get them
I don't have a felony.
in the business, and now they have become a broker. So
Yeah, I have a pardon. So I know there's not going to be an issue in mentioning pardons. Go get a pardon. Don't listen to the county where you are unless you have a violent felony, a
yes,
violent charge. Um, Check into getting a pardon or clemency, filing for clemency, to get that off your record. Even though if they've said to you, you had, listen, me sound like Latrice. If they said to you, oh my God, shoot
I'm
me.
rubbing off on you.
I told you I'd do that. I
Mm.
hate that. But
No,
anyway, if you have a felony, just go. Cut, 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 cut. Listen, honey,
oh Lord,
in my voice, if
right,
the county has said no to your felony, go a little step higher. Ask your adult parole authority for a clemency packet, complete that packet, and ask the governor. The governor in your county may just sign off on that felony depending on what type it is, okay? So,
right,
yes, you still have a chance at being an insurance agent or broker if they
yeah,
will allow a felon, with a pardon to
right,
work for their company.
yes,
If I said
yes.
that,
So I know we have some great information about this credit restoration. I'm like so excited. I'm also, and that was Chantell. I'm gonna let her speak on that because she's very knowledgeable about that. And it's a blessing to be part of the credit restoration with her as well.
yes, we were blessed to have met a gentleman by the name of, well, we call him Bishop Brooks. I can't
Yeah,
pronounce or remember
yeah.
Domain. I can't remember his first name. I hate that,
Domain.
but yeah,
Domain.
Domain. Powerful, very wise man of God, who had a heart to help people and at the same time build wealth for himself. He likes nice things, and
Yeah,
so he pitched a sale to us regarding products that he offers to help you build your credit, to help you
mhm,
get your credit together, right?
yes,
For those who, and he offered an opportunity to build your own franchise. And we thought because of the pricing, it was so reasonable. Like, are you kidding me? We can make what? We can do what? We don't have to work. Is that what you're saying? And
right.
so we linked in, and yeah, we found out that we could present to those who follow us opportunities to help them build their credit, to get their credit together. Because oftentimes individuals they need to go to banks for loans in order to get money to help build their businesses. And
Mhm.
but their credit reports are jacked up. So
Yes.
once he explained in depth how the company worked, United Wealth Educators, how they were presenting package deals to help you to increase your credit really quickly. We signed up because I don't know about Latrice. I only speak for myself. I needed to fix my credit report. I need to get a lot of derogatory things off. We learned from him. Listen to this. Lean in. You
Yeah.
students, you need to lean in. You students. He
Yeah.
taught us how, well, he told us, he shared with us how you can get student loans removed off of your credit report. We learned that there's a law that prevents the three major credit companies from putting student loans on your credit report. And all we have
Yes.
to do is sign up, right? And the company was
Mhm.
going to um, um, represent us legally when they needed to, um, in regards to, um, I keep saying, I hate that. I learned in speech something, not just say, um, no, 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 um,
Mm.
y'all say, but he taught us, right, that there's a law, and um, I need to remember what that law is, but there's a law that prevent them from doing that. So all they have to do is present that law to the credit bureaus, and they have to remove that data off of our credit reports. Oh my
Mhm.
God, amazing. I owe the government over 130 something $1,000 for the degrees that I've received and haven't paid for yet, right? So when I heard
Right.
that, I'm like, where do I sign up? When? What? How much did you say? And
Right.
he said, "Yeah, that happened." So we signed up. It was like 199. It was
Mhm.
$100 to activate the service, and then $89 a month. While these people going to work on my credit report, getting all of this stuff in, drafting all these letters and sending them out, and demanding that this stuff be looked into, and it was a bunch of stuff that came under that, and I was just like, "Oh my God." Amazing.
Yes.
Then we found out there was something else where, you know how some people that rent and can't afford to, buy, they rent their homes. I found out that because that's how Chris and I were, and we're still in the position to buy the home that we're in. So we're going in that direction. But I found out like the 12 months of rental payments that you make can be credit. Um, that you can submit to the credit bureau. And
Mhm.
I also found out that we can get, was it 15,000 or $1,500 paid on our cars just for being members with this company.
Amazing.
It
Yes.
was amazing. And then I found that they offered like franchises for $299. Blew my mind back because I've looked in what it takes to purchase a franchise, and it was always like 10,000, 50,000. I mean, it was real, it was a lot of money.
Mhm.
And so, I leaned in and I said, well, what do I have to lose? This little money is nothing compared to what it will generate. And so we found out from Bishop Brooks that
Yes.
if we got five people, and I know that people, they shy away when they hear, that's that pyramid scam. And it's not. Basically, he was saying you can go hard and fast and get as
Yeah.
many people as you can to just
Mhm.
go to the website, honey. That's all you
Mhm.
have to do. You don't have to sell nothing. You don't have to do no presentations. You don't have to do anything but be a member and then tell people. to go to the website, and the website is going to share all the products available to them. And then because people are in need, they're going to want to start working on things they need to in order to establish wealth or finally get that car they've been applying for, right?
Yes. That's
Finally
home.
buy, yeah, finally buy that home that they've been dreaming of.
Mhm.
They're going to look at it like here's a golden opportunity for me to get it together. And they're going to sign up. And when they do, you make money off of that. And when they
Mhm.
sign someone up, you make money off of that. And then when they sign somebody up, you make money off of that. And if
Amen.
you can do that 5 times and get them to do 2 customers each, honey, listen, you don't wrote your income, you don't wrote your salary. It's
Yes.
just so easy. No hard labor, no hard thinking. You don't have to learn about the products. You don't have to know how to pitch, do the pitches to get people to do it. All you got to do is say, go to this. Can I get you to commit to go to this website? If
Yes.
you are in need, you want a house, you want a car, you want extra money, you want to work from home, you want to build your credit, you want to become a millionaire, just go to this website.
Yes.
Just go to the website. So he told Latrece and I about that, and God was just in a blessing mode, and so he blessed us, and so now, I'm the type of person. I don't, I'm not that salesperson. Remember, we talked about that,
Yeah.
and I'm not into trying to persuade people. Either you do or you don't, honey. I don't have time for all of that. That's just,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do that because if something go wrong,
Mhm.
I don't want you to come back and just be all in my face because I'm gonna get you right. So I don't want to do all that. I just don't want to get all caught up in all that stuff.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm just like, okay, well, I think it's a good idea. I said, but Latrice, let's do it this way. Let's just take the information that we've learned that and all the blessings that come with it, right? While they're
Mhm.
working on us, when we're paying $89 a month too, while they're working on us, right? We're like,
Right.
get in money, get it here, get that money, get the five. People said now they did. Once you get your people signed up, though, you don't have to pay the little $89 a month. So that's nothing. Not for some, it's nothing, but for others, it might be a struggle. But hurry up and get your 5 people. But so we said we about to hit this hard because that's how we're taught in that business. Hit it
Yeah.
hard and hit as many people as possible. I said,
Mhm.
let's just chill. Right? Because Bishop Brooks, he be on go fast. He making money. He's like a senior, what, field market person, something
Yeah.
making money.
Yes.
Right?
Senior
He's blessed.
Regency
Right. He's
manager.
blessed because he hit it hard in the way he did it and it worked for him. And now he has all these people up under him and he's doing well for himself. So I said, Latrice, let's slow down. Let's come up with our game plan.
Yes.
So
And
we
we
come
got
up
some
with our
great
game.
plans. Yes.
We come so I didn't mention we signed up for a couple of weeks and I already started receiving monies, right? For people
Right.
signing up, right? And for the residual, there's like 5 different ways you can get paid just by telling people go to the website, right? So I already started getting those little checks, right? So I'm like, yay, okay, I see some of my money coming back. Amen, amen, it works. But so
Yeah.
so we decided we're gonna take it to another level. We're going to the schools, we're going to
Yeah.
be out in the public, set up tables, right? We're going to be
Yes.
out there, like trying to hit as many people as possible, right? So that we can get a bunch of folks signed in, and
Mhm.
you know that's what we're going to do. So
Yeah.
we share this with you. We are, first off, let me say this: we are women of God. We love God. We are leaders, and so we are responsible for giving. That's what our Lord tells us to give. And so I know that there's a need because I've seen it. I've grown up in poverty, and I've seen. Um, I wish I could have brought me a house when I was raising my children instead of being on Section 8. I wish I had a dependable car instead of having to go to a buy here, pay here lot, having to buy a car every year or two. I wish
Yeah.
I could have, I wish I could have walked into a bank and said, I'm working because I was working, busting my butt, making a little bit of money because I wasn't educated at the time, with the degrees. I wish I could have went in the bank because I had this brilliant ideal, and they said, "Here, we believe in you, make it happen." I wish I didn't have those opportunities. So I'm so happy that today I have those opportunities, and now that I do, I want this information to get to the hoods, right?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you how this is Chantell. I wanted to get to the places where to the people that really need to develop a stream of income so that
Right.
they can be all that they choose to be. You can become a franchise owner, right? And you can just build, and you will have a plethora of of funds coming in if you work that, if you work it the way that they tell you to on the
Yeah.
website that will be referred to. There's testimony after testimonial after testimonial as to how quickly they begin to make all that money, just from just saying go to the website, telling the whole bunch of folk at one time, go to the website and sign up,
Right.
and they become millionaires and are just wealthy. um, and so, but you have to to put the time in to do it, to build it. And so, for if you are a go-getter and you need to build wealth, you want your own franchise, you can get it for
Yeah.
$2.99, and I promise you, you won't be able to find that nowhere else. As far as having your own franchise, being your own business owner, right? Making your
Mhm.
own money, setting your own hours. You can't get that nowhere for $2.99. Two ninety
Exactly.
nine. They're saying we're giving you two websites. We're giving you all of this information. We're giving you everything you need to be rich. All you got to
Yes.
do is tell people to come to our website. That's all you need to do. Tell a lot of
Yeah.
people to come to the website. That's all you need to do. Our
Mhm.
product sells itself. Because
Exactly.
it's just going to bless people, and they take a portion of it and give to um, a charity that helps children that are experiencing literacy issues. They contribute like a portion of whatever you pay month, that 89 that you pay monthly. They take
Yes.
$9 and put it back into your community to help our children. And so I tell everybody, listen, if you can't afford the $89, I get that. I understand. Get in there and keep it for months. Get everything you need taken care of, and then say, thank you very much. God bless you. And I'm
Exactly.
just saying, if you're struggling, it's just worth it to me. And if you
Right.
want to be involved and you want to get in it, let me know, and I will waive your activation fee. That for not for the not to be a franchise owner, honey, because you're not gonna get that nowhere for $2.99. No, 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 no. But if you want to start working on your credit, because God is about to bless you, and you want to start working on your credit, or you want to listen, you don't really have to do that way to get God to bless you, right? Because the Lord said all you got to do is speak that word on the
Mhm.
regular, study that word on the regular, trust in Him. And He said you will have good success, and
Ask and receive.
you
Yes.
will live a prosperous life. That's what the Lord says. So this ain't about what God. Listen, that's all you got to do is preach and teach that word, and that brings
Mm.
success and prosperity. Okay, trusting and believing in God, the money will fall out of heaven, honey. But I'm saying if you want him to bless the work of your hands and do the things that you want to do for your family and blah, 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 and you want some wealth to do that,
Mhm.
I can get you in a position where you can be in a position to open up that stream of wealth that you need
Yes.
because your credit is in order, right? And we're going to bless you with a whole bunch of gifts while you grow. If you want to do the franchise while you grow, we're going to just
Yeah.
give you all kind of cars and all. I'm telling you, it's amazing. We hope tonight that we have said something. Donna is saying, sorry, I'm late, going out of time, going out of town. Okay. That's okay, sweetie. Love you. Glad you tuned in. There was
Yes.
someone else that said, how do I invest? There was someone else that said, how do I invest in our wedding? Honey, just start putting some money up, right? Put some money up. Put it up. Say no to something that you do often that you really don't need to do. Put the money up. Make some sacrifices and just start building the wealth, building the wealth. No matter what, don't touch it. This is the wedding fund. Come on. This is the wedding fund. Whatever you can contribute. Listen, reach out to friends and family and say, hey, listen, I have a budget of this much. I want to make my wedding, special. Can you contribute a little bit? You know,
Mhm.
people would love to bless your union.
Yes, or you can come on as a broker and make that 5 to 10,000 a week, and your wedding is already paid for. So,
Exactly.
yes.
Insurance. Have you thought about being an insurance broker?
Hmm.
Absolutely. There's a lot of ways. Do you have children? Do some fundraisers. Yeah.
Yes.
Do some fun. Have fun. We've been cooped up in the house and stuff. Reach down. What are you good at? Figure it out. Put a dollar on it, and just see what happens. What are you good at? We started out talking about that.
Hmm.
There's something that you're good at. Take some
Yes.
time tonight to think about what is it that I'm good at? What was I good at when I were a teenager, when I was younger? How can I breathe breath in that now, right?
Yeah.
And make it work for me. Ask yourself those questions. She said, how do I invest in my wedding? Save. Start a savings account. I was blessed. The Lord started bringing the wealth from everywhere. I was just blessed. And I said, oh my God. And I was spending money on hair, eyelashes, fingernails, toenails, all toenails, not toenails, toes done and all kind of stuff, right? And I spent, spent, spent. I couldn't spend no more. And I just got the money. Okay, the money just gonna keep coming. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna start saving some money. Even though the money slowed down, it slowed down, but still, I'm still committed to that savings. I will not touch it. I
Yes.
will not touch it. And thank God I didn't because I lost my job and I had to go and spend half of that money I had saved just to help Pastor Chris to be able to maintain the bills until I can find another job and pay the little bit he had me paying. So I had to still, I wasn't going to say, okay, well, I was only paying a little bit. Go ahead and get it. You can make it working all them hours. Go ahead. Mr. 7 days a week, 12 hour day. I didn't do that to my husband. I went on into that savings and pulled out. And now I'm start crying like, I gotta get my money back. Where am I
Gotta
getting
go.
my money? But then I tell Pastor Chris across Chris said, you got a few dollars. I said, no, I don't. I ain't got no money. Because he know I got that little savings, right? So I cry and whine, and then he blessed me what I need, and I peel a little bit off of that and put it in the savings.
Hmm.
Create a savings and do not touch it. Because I tell you, life happens.
Yes, it does.
Life
Every
happens,
day.
honey. And if you don't
Every,
get no life insurance, guess what? Life will happen.
yes.
So we've talked about how you can get insurance, right? And a universal product, right? A policy that will help
Yeah.
you build wealth. We talked about what was that one, Latrice, you said?
Cash back
Um,
offer, how to get cash back, and
mhm.
having a life insurance policy that's going to give you cash back at the end of that term. So we
Yes.
talked about how to not only become a broker, but also how to, if you don't want to be a broker and you need life insurance and your
Mhm.
family has none and you have a lot of health concerns and no one's insuring you, then please let me know because I
Get you
can
insured.
definitely get you insured. Yes.
Absolutely. And finally, we talked about building wealth, well, creating other streams, right?
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur in the area of owning your own franchise through United Wealth Educators. We can plug you in there. We talked about how you can get your credit all the way together so that
Yeah.
whatever it is that you want financially, you will be able to do that because you will be in a good position as far as your credit, right? And other
Yeah.
things. So we hope you have been blessed tonight. You've heard something that has got your wheels spinning. Um, there is a dream to be fulfilled in you. I speak it right now that it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to the forefront. You're going to believe in yourself and trust in yourself that you're going to have the wealth that you need. I speak it right now to accomplish those dreams and to create that beautiful thing that you started in the past, you're going to be able to do it. We believe it. We're standing with you right now, and we're encouraging you to
Yeah.
focus on finances right now and wealth
Mhm.
building in order to see the changes in your life that you need to make right now, right now, right now. God bless each and every one of you, and um, God be with you in everything that you put your hands to that lines up with His will. Remember, we are a Christian based talk show. We speak from personal development and corrective thinking
Yeah.
perspectives in order to build folk up and to hear the stories of the struggle that people have gone through so that we can help counsel them through our belief system to be able
Mhm.
to overcome some things, to overcome some
Yeah.
barriers that has prevented them from reaching their goals. We are
Amen.
about building people, building people. So
Yes.
I say good night, and Latrece will go ahead and close us out. God bless you.
I say thank you so much for joining us tonight. And please join us on Friday. We will be in Tennessee in the cabins airing our show. So that's going to be very much fun. Looking forward to that. We'll be traveling in the morning, going to Gatlinburg. Well, we'll be in
Yes,
Seville, but we'll be surrounded by Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. So that's
yes,
going to be exciting. And we have a
yes,
guest on Friday. Is it Elder Alon
yes.
coming
Elder
on?
Alonzo is coming on. I'm
Elder
not going to
Alonso.
give this away.
Okay.
Elder
Yeah.
Alonzo with the Potter House here in Dayton, Ohio. He's going to be on tomorrow. Hopefully, I got to touch base and just confirm he's going to be on tomorrow. But yes, that's going to be a good show. We're going to be
Yeah.
talking about mental health and substance abuse.
Yeah.
So he's going to open a dialogue for that tomorrow. Looking forward
Yeah.
to
On
it.
Friday. That's on Friday.
Yes, Friday,
Yes.
not tomorrow.
Friday.
Friday.
That's okay. So
All right.
yeah, so thank you so much, you guys, for
Yeah.
joining. Let's keep it real, Media Live Talk Show. We love you, and we will see you next time. Have a
Yes.
great night.
God bless and good night.
Thank you.